So this is my fun with physics for sound in the sea. So going through this website, well, maybe I'll show it. The interesting thing that I found is, just from pulling this thing up, is that how fish hear. So essentially there's two ways that they, maybe I'll show here. There's two ways that they can hear things, which is the primary system is the auditory system of the inner ear, detects, but detection also involves, to a lesser extent, the mechanosensory lateral line system, which is generally used to detect vibration and water flow. So it's more or less similar to how humans hear, but they also have this mechanosensory lateral line system, which detects vibration and water flow. It's kind of interesting. And then the other thing that I found is that how does the sound differ in air as opposed to water? And that just basically explains that sound in water and air are both very similar. The waves are very similar, can be characterized the same way. The only difference is that actually sound can't travel through something that has no substance. So that's why, like in outer space, sound doesn't travel, because it's not traveling through any substance. It's 800 times, water is 800 times more dense than air though, which is why it actually travels with less intensity, as a matter of fact. It's kind of interesting. And then the other thing that was interesting to me about this was, sorry, I'm trying to pull it up from this. It was how turtles hear. And it's kind of interesting, the anatomy of it. So this is the kind of the picture of how the turtles hear. It says the opening into a sea turtle's ear is covered by thick skin known as the cutaneous plate, which is a ring of scales that are similar but smaller than those that rest on its head. And then below the skin is a fatty layer, which is much different than human ears. The thick skin and the fatty layer make it difficult for the turtle to hear well in air, but provide good tissue conduction for underwater sound. So that's kind of interesting, because the article talks about how they go to land to lay eggs, and how they quickly return to the water because they can't hear anything on land. So it's kind of unique, the adaptations they develop that are different than humans, but because of that thick skin and the fatty layer, it's a better conductor for sound waves and things like that, so they hear better in the ocean. And there it is.